Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? The simple fact that Satoshi Nakamoto might be the richest man on the earth is enough to spike the interest of everybody. This, coupled with the fact he is an unknown person, furthers the puzzling mystery. Many believe that instead of being an actual person, Satoshi Nakamoto might just be a pseudonym. A pseudonym is used by an individual or a group of software developers to create the first ever original protocol for the blockchain technology. From the 2010 value of Bitcoin of £75 to being £9.5 million in 2017, Satoshi might indeed be unbelievably rich. So how rich is Satoshi Nakamoto actually? According to CoinDesk Bitcoin Price Index or BPI, Bitcoin reached the value of $19,771 by mid-December of 2017, setting the net worth of Satoshi, according to Quartz, to be as high as $19.4 billion. This amount corresponds to the 980,000 units of untouched Bitcoins that this mysterious person possessed since the start of cryptocurrency in 2008 to 2009. This also led to Satoshi as being 44th on the Forbes list, just behind Microsoft's co-founder. Despite the stock market fluctuations and the speculative nature of market economists regarding cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin continues to rise. Even from January 2017, the value has increased by almost 20 times in this 1 year alone. Ronnie Moas, an independent research analyst, has predicted that Bitcoin's value will continue to rise to at least $300,000 to $400,000 in 2018. This also amounts to further increase in the net worth of the unknown mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. Interestingly, the 980,000 units of Bitcoin that are in possession of Satoshi Nakamoto have remained dormant since their creation or mining in early 2009. Nobody has ever accessed this online account since Satoshi announced his retirement. If ever a day comes that Satoshi Nakamoto decides to access his Bitcoins, not only will he instantly become a huge billionaire, but will also cause a worldwide media frenzy. As of now, the units owned by Satoshi Nakamoto amount to almost 1/21 of all mined Bitcoins available. Therefore, even a single Bitcoin transaction from any of the accounts of Satoshi will create major fluctuations for the Bitcoin market. Hence, many economists believe that it might be for the best that Satoshi Nakamoto remains anonymous. It is also argued that in fact, his anonymity has positively contributed to the rise of this volatile digital cryptocurrency. It might well happen that his accounts are never accessed by anyone, leading to an unnamed faceless trillionaire. Origins of Bitcoin and Satoshi Nakamoto. Cryptocurrency started from the revolutionary white paper published by Satoshi Nakamoto in October 2008 through a P2P Foundation account. This paper was the first ever appearance of anybody with this name and had discussed a successful alternative to the traditional currency. Based on the paper, he developed and publicly launched the first Bitcoin software in January 2009, thus initiating the Bitcoin network. He stated that the actual code writing for Bitcoin had begun since 2007. He actively participated in all online public forums and online technical debates without ever revealing any consequential personal information. He even got the domain bitcoin.org officially registered. During this time, his profile revealed that he is a 37-year-old man residing in Tokyo. In 2010, he announced that he is going to retire from Bitcoining and he will transfer the rights and control over to some other member of the cryptocurrency network. Later, the domains and other rights were distributed amongst a handful of Bitcoin's developers worldwide. Since then, Satoshi Nakamoto has never surfaced on any online platform ever again. Based on the little online presence the pseudonym has had, various theories have emerged as to the original identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. It has been argued that he cannot be a Japanese person based on the language and writing styles being used in his chats and blogs, etc. His chats indicate towards a more British origin. His software codes also lack any Japanese narrative, labels, or comments. Researchers have also monitored the time of the online messages, thus trying to conclude his location. Based on the timestamps found in his posts and the initial bitcoins, it is suggested that as there were almost no transactions between some hours, he might belong to the Central North America region. Others suggest that even the name indicates that it is a pseudonym, as Satoshi means wisdom or reason, while Nakamoto means central source. This theory suggests that this is not the creator's name, and that rather it was used by the creator as a mirror of his project. Uncovering the world's richest man. Although no concrete proof has ever surfaced that can decisively conclude as to the ambiguous identity of Bitcoin creator, the search is still being pursued enthusiastically. One of the first proof about the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto that came to the public was from a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. From this publishing profile, it was concluded or suggested that he lives in Japan with the 5th of April 1975 date of birth. However, apart from the possible name, country, and date of birth, no other information was available. Many of the accusations or suggestions highlighted by different sources have been falsified, withdrawn, or have proven a hoax over time. The most plausible method of ascertaining the identity of being Satoshi Nakamoto is believed to post something using the Genesis block address or the key from the first ever bitcoins that were mined. Those blocks are without any doubt associated with the original creator. However, no one that got highlighted as Satoshi has ever been able to do this, hence continuing the mystery of Satoshi. Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto and Hal Finney. The search continued and a Los Angeles 64-year-old Japanese-American resident, Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto, was found. In March 2014, Dorian was firmly thought of as the Satoshi Nakamoto, despite him firmly denying this at all forums. This discovery was claimed by the magazine Newsweek in an article by Leah McGrath Goodman. To further increase the suspicion, he was himself a professional computer systems engineer with ties in financial information services. Another astounding discovery at that time was that the first ever beneficiary of a Bitcoin transaction was living just a couple of blocks away from this unaware Satoshi. The beneficiary name is Hal Finney, and he is himself a computer scientist and cryptographic engineer. Owing to this, a Forbes journalist named Andy Greenberg also attempted to interview Hal Finney, who however was terminally ill and could not even talk. Greenberg nevertheless reported that Finney might have been the creator of Bitcoin, ghostwriter for the original owner, and/or that he just might have used his neighbor's name as an alibi. Both denied as to being Satoshi Nakamoto, and based on how things unfolded, their names were soon cleared. Nick Szabo. Another interesting development that further confused the financial and business media was the fact that Hal Finney was also in knowledge of a man named Nick Szabo. Nick was a known fan and advocate of digital currencies and had also authored a paper on the subject in 1988. He was also the originator of the term BitGold, which subsequently led to the possible development of Bitcoin. Moreover, in 2011, Nick himself stated either he, Hal Finney, or Wei Dai could have created cryptocurrencies. Wei Dai is the creator of B-Money, from which Bitcoin is also said to have maybe evolved. Dominic Frisby, who is a financial author, claimed in 2013 that the actual author of the 2008 white paper was in fact Nick Szabo. Despite all these innuendos and possible inferences, Nick has denied as being the creator of Bitcoin. Craig Stephen Wright. To add to the mysterious enigma of the creator of first ever cryptocurrency there is, however, a guy actually claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto. He is Craig Wright, an Australian 46-year-old computer scientist and entrepreneur. He got unearthed after a tax evasion-related raid on his home by the Australian authorities. Gizmodo and Wired have also published independent investigations proving him as the creator of cryptocurrency. Afterwards, he personally admitted on the 2nd of May 2016 to it on his online blogs and various other online platforms. He has also gone to the trouble of providing technical proof in 2016, demonstrating the mechanisms of initial most Bitcoin transactions and even providing some software codes. Initially, Reddit denied his claims, and the rebuttal trend was followed by BBC, GQ, Bitcoin Core Project, and The Economist, who also denied Craig's claims, stating that such videography can be easily staged. Jeff Garzek, a Bitcoin developer, Gregory Maxwell, a leading software developer, and Dan Kaminsky, a security researcher, have also publicly refuted his claims. Craig has not since provided any other or more concrete evidence. He has also stated since then that he will not provide any other proof to the world for his own identity. The Netflix documentary, Banking on Bitcoin, was his last and final interview on the subject. The never-ending speculations. Owing to the nature of Bitcoin, that is the ever-increasing market value, various other speculations have been made since 2008 towards its creator. In 2011, Ville Ledonverta, a Finnish economic sociologist and games developer, and Michael Clear, a cryptography student, came to limelight after it was reported that they used or were fond of to operate under the pseudonym of Nakamoto in past. Their case also had many other similarities with the publicly known knowledge of Satoshi Nakamoto. Some other names that got highlighted in the financial world in 2011 include Neil Ray, Vladimir Oxman, and Charles Bry, suggesting that these experts have in fact collectively created the Bitcoin network. Later on, in 2013, a Japanese mathematician, Shinichi Mochizuki, was also thought of the father of cryptocurrency. Ross William Ulbricht, the mastermind creator of black market network named Silk Road, was also briefly associated with Bitcoin. Some point towards Tesla CEO Elon Musk too, based on maybe the multiple other revolutionary ideas he has brought to the world. Among others, a US business magazine, Fast Company, has also pointed out several possible candidates for being the creators of cryptocurrency, which include Neil King, Jed McCaleb, and Gavin Andresen. Several other theories also exist, including one that suggests that there is a group of individuals behind cryptocurrency rather than any individual, but generally all of this have gotten denied over time. The personal importance of Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin in particular and cryptocurrencies in general continue to steadily rise. After the launch of Bitcoin, many other currencies have also evolved, including Litecoin, Ethereum, etc. These cryptocurrencies have although not dominated the market, but their shares continue to rise, making their respective owners rich and richer. Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, recently reached a net worth of $26 million, due to the less than 8,000% increase in Litecoin's value in the past 1 year. Another fact is that the design of the Bitcoin developmental network is of an open implementation. That is, it was created in such a way that once its nodes became online, even Satoshi cannot alter them in any way. Therefore, his creation lives on without him and is being maintained by many software or Bitcoin developers around the world. This has led many financial researchers to believe that the identity of creator as known as Satoshi Nakamoto is irrelevant to the worth of Bitcoin and that it will continue to rise. So, why hide? One of the main reasons proposed by many as to why the original creator has decided to remain behind curtains is the nature of cryptocurrency itself. Despite being a volatile, decentralized currency, it enables huge transactions between individuals without any government interference or legislative control. And maybe the creator didn't want this spotlight. This theory is further substantiated by the fact that Satoshi Nakamoto handed over his controls as soon as Gavin Anderson, a Bitcoin developer, had briefed CIA on the subject. Another theory suggests that Bitcoin was created as a result of an international alliance to support transactions even if the entire world economy collapsed. Over the years, cryptocurrencies have also been labeled as criminal currency, owing to its use in money laundering and black markets, etc. However, all these speculations remain mere conjectures, as no definitive proof is available. We just might never know. May it be some ghostwriter pseudonym or Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto, Hal Finney, Nick Szabo, Craig Wright, or many of the others. The fact remains that the actual creator of Bitcoin remains successfully mysterious and hidden. None of the original coins associated with his name have ever been spent or have been involved in any transaction, indicating that maybe profiting from his creation was never his objective. Since 2010, there has been no online presence from his digital signature that was used in the creation of first ever blockchains. A massive financial and business speculation surround the identity of this elusive, shadowy potential trillionaire with an equally massive search. Only time will reveal the truth.